I made this AI commercial using Nano Banana Pro, Veo 3.1, Kling 3.0, 11 Labs, and Mixkit. And here are the 10 super useful tips that I learned while I made it, which could save you hours of trial and error and help you massively in your future AI creative projects.
Sunday.
So I told my ghost in the hallway that he needs to start chipping in for rent or at least learn how to fold the laundry.
Hey, honey.
Hey, babe. I just picked up the kids from soccer practice. And we're going to the movies. Come, join us.
I wish I could, but I'm in the bubble bath.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay, then enjoy your bubble bath. See you at home.
You guys have fun.
Your popcorn delivery is here. Where should we unload?
Number 1, before you start making your AI video, make sure to make storyboards, not only with Nano Banana Pro, but also with GPT Image. Not only one, but multiple storyboards with each of them. For this commercial, I created storyboards both with Nano Banana Pro and GPT Image. Then I repeated the process multiple times. Then I picked out the frames that I liked from those storyboards and used them as reference images later on after I created my characters. So basically, you don't have to use the entire storyboard, but it definitely gives you some good shots that you might like. The prompt I used for that was this: make a 3x3 grid for a storyboard of a whimsical popcorn commercial where a woman is relaxing and enjoying her Sunday in a bathtub filled with popcorn to the brim. You can pause and read the rest of it, so let's move on to number 2. Number 2, when your character looks different from the original image, when she or he laughs or cries, or you're looking for a certain face expression or a body position, and if you're using an all-in-one platform like Freepik, like I do, instead of trying over and over again inside that platform, just go to Gemini. Because you can chat with Gemini, you can describe the details, ask questions, discuss back and forth until you achieve the result you're aiming for, which is something you can't do on an all-in-one platform. Once Gemini creates what you're looking for with Nano Banana Pro, then upload that image to Freepik or the platform you're using and upscale it. Before this occurred to me, I wasted tons of credits to create my character over and over again because she looked nothing like her original look, and I was making those images in 4K every single time without benefiting from Freepik's unlimited image feature for 2K images. I'm going to explain the reason why in a second. Number 3, sometimes Nano Banana Pro or other AI image generators cannot distinguish between very similar faces if they have very subtle differences. For example, when I tell AI to position this woman like this woman, it always ends up giving me the face of the woman in my reference image, while I only want it to be used as a reference for the body position and the image composition. The face I want to use is this one in the body position of this one. I've had this problem for a long time, and finally I have a solution for that. I use Paint. Yes, you heard it right. I just download my reference image and open it with Paint, then cover that person's face with black color. When you do that, because AI has no other options, it just uses the face in the other image. Number 4, if you have a scene where a phone rings, it's not easy to find a specific ringtone on the internet. Here my character uses an iPhone, and I couldn't find a typical iPhone ringtone anywhere, even on 11 Labs. Even if you find one, apparently it might give you some issues related to copyright problems because they're owned by Apple. Ridiculous, I know, but yes, that is the case. You can look it up if you don't believe me. So I asked Gemini what I could use instead, and it gave me the perfect tip. Instead of a ringtone, I just used a buzzing or vibration sound, which you can find pretty much anywhere. Number 5, while working on this video, I realized that I should pay extra attention to maintain the same color palette, color grading, and the visual style throughout the entire video. Because when I thought I was almost halfway through my commercial, I noticed that my first clip, the very beginning of my video, actually did not match the rest of the clips aesthetic-wise. It looked too clean and too polished, while I decided on this grainy look, and I think it had something to do with me upscaling the first frame. So I had to throw away that clip and start over. At that point, I decided to add something like this at the end of every prompt, every time I made a new image or a clip as part of the same project. Number 6, I decided that upscaling is not always a good idea. Like we just talked about, sometimes upscaling an image completely messes with your visual style or makes the details extremely polished or even unrealistic. So instead of upscaling, I started to create my images in 4K at the very beginning, and every time I make a change on them, again, I go for 4K. This could be a bit costly if you're using a platform like Freepik, because I can generate images in 1K or 2K for free using Freepik's unlimited feature. But for 4K, I have to use 150 credits each time I make an image. Not when experimenting with different AI models, but while working on a serious project. This is much better than having to upscale afterwards, in my opinion. Then again, it might even cost cheaper than upscaling, which costs over 1,000 credits if you achieve your expected result in the first few tries. Number 7, human voices. Because Veo's built-in audio does not allow us to dedicate a certain voice to a certain character, like Kling 2.6 does, we usually resort to 11 Labs to achieve a unified voice for our character. But this is not the only way to do that. You can go with Veo's native audio and can still achieve consistency in voice. Here's the method I found. So Veo gave my male character this voice in the first clip.
Hey, babe, I just picked up the kids from soccer practice. And we're going to the movies. Come, join us.
But in my second clip, he was speaking with a British accent.
Still? Okay, then enjoy your bubble bath. See you at home.
So I went to Gemini and uploaded my first clip and asked it to describe the accent for me. For my male character, Gemini said he was speaking with a coastal casual standard American accent with West Coast SoCal influence. So when creating my next clip, I added that into my prompt, asking my character to speak with that accent. And it was almost identical to the first voice. Number 8, this one comes in super handy when you're looking for a specific face expression. I came up with it as I worked on my commercial and it was super helpful. I just go to Giphy.com, search for the face expression I'm aiming for, and then take a screenshot. Then I upload it to Nana Banana together with the image of my character and ask Nana Banana to use it as a reference. Another way to do that is just go to Gemini, ChatGPT, or whatever LLM you prefer, upload that Giphy screenshot you got, and ask your chatbot to turn that face expression into a JSON prompt. JSON prompts basically look like this. Very detailed prompts that work perfectly with AI models. So you can also try that to get the best result. Number 9, when you don't know what kind of music you should use for your AI commercial or AI film in general, ask Gemini or ChatGPT by describing your project in a short summary, or simply upload your video and ask for music recommendation. You'll definitely get some great ideas to choose from. For my commercial, for example, Gemini recommended me to use one of these options. Number 10, this actually should be a golden rule. Double check everything in your prompt before you hit generate. This is a lesson that I learned the hard way because AI videos and images are not cheap, as you already know, and I lost tens of thousands of credits just because I forgot to choose the right aspect ratio or the video length, or forgot to turn on the sound or to upload my first frame. Just double check everything and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to make a ton of these videos.